If you like the content today, consider becoming a Patreon supporter of Street Smart Swing. When you do that, you get access to my bonus online swing dance content, where you can learn how to master Lindy Hop with the simplest approach on earth. I'll see you in class. Woo! Jamin here. Make sure you subscribe below. Now, per some of you all's request, this is the video I'm going to be taking a look at today. It's going to be the Advanced Classic Lindy Hop Finals from ILHC 2021. Time on this video is 33 minutes. Gonna be long. So my hope is that I don't want to be bored. I've been a little upset with the advanced level with some of these competitions. And let's hope this one's different. Let's hope it's entertaining and it actually reflects an advanced level for Lindy Hop competition. So let's jump right into it. All right, and here we go. Okay, Mireille and Florian. I love the free movement of this couple so far. I haven't quite picked up on a conspicuous Lindy Hop pattern that they're following. I appreciate that. Even that transition, doing a quick step into the main separation emphasis that they had, I like that. Like that transition. If you're going to add choreography, make it look way better than what you could do without choreography. That was pretty cool. I mean, you could both improvise that, but it's very rare that that would happen simultaneously. I love the free movement in this. This is really good. Yeah, that was fresh. That was fresh. Audrey and Paul from the United States. Some really neat ideas. I really like the ideas and how different they are, and that they're not forced. They're actually just kind of flowing together, and it seems like flowing matches this couple much more than hyper-aggressive intensity changes. What I like most about this couple is the transitions that, or I would say are the transitions that they use that are not conspicuous. Yeah, like that. Very good. Unexpected transitions. I think the only weak part in this one is sometimes it feel like the natural call and response that you would see with a swing out isn't really happening. And I think that is because they both know it's choreographed and what's going to happen next. That's the challenging part about classics. It's choreographed, but a lot of it doesn't have to be choreographed. And the areas that shouldn't be choreographed should flow naturally. I just feel there were a few moments in this one where things that should have flown naturally felt choreographed, where they shouldn't have been. But overall, this one was better than the one I saw before in terms of creative transitions. I think the overall package of the other one flowed better. Okay, Nora and Jury, please forgive me if I say your name wrong. So this is a great example of a couple doing the exact opposite of what that last couple did. All of the social dancing parts look like social dance. And when they transition into choreography, there isn't a stark contrast. It just looks as if it all is just blowing together. Yeah, look at that. The pace and how they're transitioning through the movements in their shoulders. It looks like they're still connected, even though they're doing solo jazz. I can imagine an invisible string connected to them. And if you look at their shoulder levels, they're both parallel with the floor and they go on angles at the exact same time. That's what I call really, really good matching. All right, guys. Excuse me. This is a good combination of the first group, the strengths of that first couple, the ingenuity of the second couple, but I feel like this couple had put both of those worlds together better. So, yeah, that last couple was my favorite so far. Sunny and Dong Chul. Oh, wow. Good echoes. That was great. The piano is so low in this song, but because they had perfect timing in that one section, you could really visually see the cues of the piano as they moved. Yeah, good transition. I like their creative choices in their swing outs. This was really interesting. And I also liked their layered choreography where one partner would do something, the other one would do a different thing. That was really neat. So Paulina and Michael, or Mikal, we'll see. Let me know in the comment section if I say it wrong. I really like the tone of this couple. I think their personalities fit this tone. I don't feel like they're trying to force a certain look with all of this unique choreography. I think it flows really well together. I'll just say that this particular style of choreography isn't my favorite based on what I've seen so far. I feel like it's a little elementary for the advanced level. Particularly when they're dancing separate. Like these are really, really simple moves that any level can do. And so for me, I kind of take some points off when I see dancers at the advanced level filling in space with solo jazz and not entertaining us with solo jazz. That's just me. That's my approach. That's what's going on in my head. I like that ending. Okay, Tina and Sanchi. Please let me know if I say your name wrong. Okay, so they've set up a pattern for us. Let's see how they work with that. Good transitions musically. What I like about this couple is every time they do something that's not really leadable and followable on the social dance floor, it is incredibly clear. It's incredibly clear. And I think that might be the weakness in this one. They're really, really clear when they're separate or when they're doing those choreographed pieces. But I think the part of this performance that needed the most work, I would say, would be the part when they're doing the social dance parts that should actually just flow. So Jamaica and Mike from the United States.
In the old July fan, head for the malted shop, and all the cats join in. Down go my last two big thumbs up, one banana split, and all the cats join in. Yeah, drop that jack in the old jukebox. Play your favorite disc. And when you dance with the Bobby Sox, you dance at your own risk. So rip.
What I like so far about this exhibit is that they look like they're just solo social dancing, like just improvising. I think that's the strength of this one. It makes them look really comfortable moving. I think so far the weak link in this sequence of moves is the fact when they do choreographed movements, you can tell it's choreographed, but at the same time, I don't think it's as strong as their social dancing. I think that's really interesting how the social dancing part can look a little bit more entertaining than the choreographed part.
Yeah, why don't you drop that jack in the old jukebox?
I do like, though, how they are actually doing a lot of social dancing,
Dance with the Bobby Sox.
and they're putting in some choreography every once in a while.
Your own risk, so rip. Everybody swing, yeah, swing to the rafters, ring and all.
Great section there. That looks exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to see more of that from this couple. Just more social dancing, and then kind of trick me. Those little parts where I know they had to know that they were going to layer those movements, but it was still in context to their overall strengths of this performance. And I think this was a great social dance performance, and I think they could have done the whole thing in an improvised way, but again, sometimes it just works out where the choreography isn't as strong. I believe this was Hélène and Benoit. Let's see. I like the arrangement of that. Pretty good, pretty good. Different ways of looking at Charleston and falling off the log and transitions. Really like that. I gotta say, I like the efforts of this couple's movement, especially their creative, like fall off the log and hand-to-hand Charleston. I just didn't prefer the styling of it. I felt the leader was a little rushed, going through the movements. Yu and Joy, South Korea. Now this couple really has a good firm grasp of the tempo demands. They are right on point, slightly ahead of the music, and really commanding the music visually. I love that. Okay, this is a great example of what I mean by filling in the space with solo jazz movement at an advanced level, not just as a breather. I think all of the couples suffered a little bit because of that. I would rather them just stay connected than to make their solo jazz aspects too simplistic. Great execution, great details from a very demanding tempo. Beautiful lines. Yes, they're the ones to beat in terms of full execution. Excellent. Valeria and Fran. Great song. Not too many people will do like choreography to these types of songs. Saxophone-led songs take a little bit more quality, and it's a denser, more compact sound. Now, I gotta say, I appreciate a lot of the solo jazz movements in this routine. I do feel like there's an excessive amount of it. And, you know, in terms of my preference as a judge, I prefer more dancing together. I really do. And I feel like I wanted to see more of this couple moving together, doing more Lindy Hop as opposed to solo jazz together more, and a little bit of a feature of Lindy Hop. So that's my preference on it. Great performance though. Vicky and Jenu's, South Korea. My favorite place to dance on the planet. Yeah, great choreography. So far, the highlight of this couple for me would be when they're doing their choreography within the swing out. So far, that was the highlight moment that made me really get an emotional response from them. I think right now I'm just kind of waiting for that next moment, and there's a lot of filler movement to get me there. And I shouldn't feel that. I don't think I should be feeling that everything or the majority of the movement is a transitional movement to get someplace that we either get to or we don't get to, unfortunately, for a lot of people. But the strength of this couple, I would say, is when they're doing choreography within a swing out. I could really appreciate their length and the timing. All right, Young Kyung and Yijung, South Korea. And again, please let me know if I say your name wrong in the comment section. Very good use of Lindy hop and choreography within the Lindy hop language. I love it. I really love the personality of this couple. They are not shy at all at expressing their emotions in this song. I will say the strength of this routine so far was toward the beginning. I would say the beginning was stronger than this section of the routine. Yeah. Right. All right, Eugenia and Santiago, Argentina. Okay, so far this is extremely tight, and they have my attention. They're staying together, doing lots of choreography within Lindy Hop language. All right. I will say this couple is probably the strongest couple in terms of technique. The greatest strength, maybe the execution. I will say most of the styling isn't anything new per se, but I will say it's reminiscent of a really vintage style from the early times in swing. Some of the aesthetics would be more like the Harvest Moon Ball. If you guys aren't familiar with that, go back and watch those early competitions at that event. Yeah, so in my mind, super tight in terms of execution. And I believe that is their distinction so far, is the execution. It's so tight, the timing is great, and there have been a few moments of ingenuity that in this case weren't necessarily things I haven't seen before, but because the tempo is so fast, they caught me by surprise, and therefore you can appreciate it more. Okay, and so this level, in my opinion, should have been in the invitational level, and they should have gone against couples like Niels and Bianca and many others. So, I didn't get it. Yes. Yes, good transition. Very good. I think a lot of dancers forget that the simple element of surprise is one of the key factors in shining in these choreographed pieces. It isn't so much the difficulty of the movements per se, but the contrast of what comes before whatever it is you're doing. Very great transition there too. Yes. Yeah, they had some of the best surprise transitions. Really great. Oh man, that was long, guys. Let's talk about it. Okay, guys, I have to admit, I'm wrong. I thought my expectations were not going to be met this time. There was some really, really stellar dancing in this one. A lot of great pieces to a beautiful puzzle of potentiality, right? And I think there were some couples who really get it. They really understand how to balance this type of choreography over hyper choreography and a minimization of social dance or a glorification of solo dancing as transitionary moves. Some people just have a hard time with balancing those three. And the three couples that I think did this the best are, number one, and happens to be my favorite couple stylistically out of all of the couples that performed. I think they have some incredible potential in terms of how they move their body. And that was Nora and Jory. I liked every aspect of their choreography, especially how they started off I was just waiting for one of those traditional rock steps, but they don't do that. They go right into fancy footwork while still being connected as if they're social dancing. And there are moments like this throughout their entire piece of work that I really respect. Some people have this as a natural gifting to be able to see opportunities within the Lindy Hop language that most people don't see. And I appreciate it most in this classic type performance when they stay connected. And this couple tended to do that a whole lot throughout the routine. There's so many little micro portions of choreography. Even their transitions from solo dancing back to choreography just flow together. If you just look at their upper body, like I mentioned before, they always seem to be connected as one body, even moving in the angles at the same time. And sometimes they mirror each other, sometimes they match each other. But overall, I really liked how this couple flowed together with ingenuity. They were my overall favorite couple. Now, my second place, I gotta say, was the couple, let's see here, she was Yu and Joy. This was great. The execution of their performance is what captured me the most. I will say there were a lot of moments of ingenuity, but I think the big standout for this couple is how well they stayed together and they kept their choreography so tight at this rapid pace throughout the entire performance. And that's a feat in itself. I will say this couple, along with my first place couple, should have been in a higher competition. They should have been in the all-star competition. And I would also debate that they could have been in the invitational level. So again, like I say, guy, invitational levels don't necessarily mean that the level of dancers are the best. It just means that they tend to be really good and popular. That's about it. So this couple, yeah, they get my respect big time. They were my second place couple. And altogether, just excellent, guys. So much great choreography and tight all the way through. So there you have it. My first place couple, though, was kind of the obvious one. I don't think this couple should have been in this competition. I honestly thought this couple should have been in the invitational level and went against Niels and Bianca. They kind of matched stylistically, which is kind of annoying. I don't want to see like Harvest Moon Ball replicas over and over and over. But hey, that's what it is. When somebody wins first place, everybody thinks they have to dance like those people. And there's very few that can be open and honest and say, this is how I normally dance, right? I was inspired by those original ones, and they're the ones that inspired me to do it. But I would say this couple, the Harvest Moon Ball style dancers, Eugenia and Santiago, they shouldn't have been in this competition. Their execution was way too high. You can tell they practice all the time. There's so many great rapid transitions from partner dancing to solo dancing, back to partner dancing. And you can tell the elasticity with these random transitions becomes tighter, and then it goes back to being loose, and it's a seamless transition altogether. I think a lot of credit needs to go to Niels and Bianca for really kind of preserving the Harvest Moon Ball style. And I wish if couples are going to do this style like this, they use a little bit more ingenuity. And that's what I appreciated about this couple. They did a few things that I thought were out of place that caught me by surprise. They weren't necessarily new things, but they were creative ways to do things that wouldn't have stood out if the tempo was slower. So I will tell you, excellent routine, excellent couple. And I think they shouldn't have been in this competition. They should have actually been in an invitational level. I hope that doesn't go to their head, but the reality is, like I said, invitational doesn't mean the best. It just means a lot of times these are the most professionally trained dancers who work the hardest. They have a partner in their hometown and they're kind of popular. But I will tell you, the level of execution and professionalism that they are displaying here says that they've earned the merit to be identified with some of the more popular dancers. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top 3 in this classic. This was such a long competition and I was so wrong. I was thoroughly entertained. So there you have it, guys. What do you all think about this competition? Who do you think was the winner? Who was your favorite overall that you don't think was the winner, but just really inspired you? Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys are enjoying this content, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and if you want to, you can support this content on Patreon. And as you do, I will give you a free bonus of basically access to my entire Lindy Hop archive. I've got over like 325 courses, and they will inspire you. So check that out. You guys were great. Thanks for sticking in to the end to watch this with me and hear my feedback. I will see you guys in the next video.